Welcome back, everybody. Today we are looking at Sospiro Vibrato. Okay, so this is one of those fragrances that you gotta tell somebody that this thing just wears beautifully. Okay, so from the second it goes on, it gives you that expensive, fresh feeling. It's not a shower gel like fragrance. It's not just a citrus summer cologne, but it feels fresh in a way where it's like so polished, it's smooth, and it's extremely well put together. So the easiest way I can explain this is if somebody asked like how Vibrato wore, I would tell them it started bright, it stays clean, and it dried down way smoother than most citrus fragrances do. It never felt cheap or like it was falling apart. It felt like the fragrance knew exactly what lane it belonged in. So let's get straight into how this thing wore. So on the first spray, like what you're gonna see is that grapefruit jumps out immediately, okay? And it's not that like rough, bitter type of grapefruit that can turn people away. It's bright, it's juicy, it's sparkling. I would say the bergamot does enter, and then the mandarin comes in as well, and it gives it like a little bit more of like a citrus lift. Ginger gives it that little spicy snap that makes the whole thing feel so alive, and it feels very premium. I think this is the part where most people are gonna notice it smells very energetic, it smells very expensive, it smells like something you would wear when you want to come across clean, very confident, sharp, without smelling like you're trying too hard. Rosemary is giving it like a little green aromatic edge too, so it doesn't feel like a basic citrus fruit opening. The balance between all of this is so great, okay? So as it sat on skin for a little bit, the loud citrus sparkle does start to smooth out, and I think this is really where I like started enjoying it the most, because a lot of fresh fragrances have a great opening and then it immediately gets boring. Vibrato does not do that at all. The magnolia, the rose do not smell floral in like a very loud way to me in the mid. I think they just make everything feel very round, more expensive, and those woods start showing up underneath, and that gives this scent like a lot of backbone. So instead of smelling like a grapefruit sitting by itself, it starts to smell like a very full, luxury, fresh fragrance. I really kept getting this clean citrus trail with a good amount of ginger in this, soft florals, and smooth woods underneath it. I think that's where Vibrato like very much separates itself from cheaper freshies. So in the dry down, it got smoother, it gets muskier and woodier. So it kept that fresh identity. I was getting like vetiver, the sandalwood, very musky, amber, patchouli, and a touch bit of that tonka creaminess. So it didn't turn heavy and it didn't get overly sweet. It just became way more polished. So this is probably my favorite thing about this, okay? The opening gets your attention, but the dry down is what makes it feel like bottle worthy. A lot of citrus scents are exciting at the top and then go too generic way later in the dry down. Vibrato has still smelled like Vibrato hours in, okay? It stayed clean, it's fresh, it's expensive, and it wears so well and so easily. The skin scent is immaculate. It's really good. Up close, you get clean musk, soft woods, amber warmth, and I think you get this leftover like grapefruit ginger type of brightness. It doesn't become laundry musk, and it doesn't turn into like a flat woody scent. So if somebody gets close to you while wearing this, it still smells expensive, and that's what matters, right? Because the projection is one thing, but the skin scent tells you if the fragrance actually has quality after that big open dries down, and Vibrato does that phenomenally. So performance wise, this is excellent for the style. You're gonna be getting like 8 hours of full wear, strong projection for 3 hours before it turns into more of like a polished personal trail. So for a fresh fragrance, that's exactly what you are looking for. The wearability, guys, I cannot tell you. So my bottle actually came in a little bit broken. You can kind of see that. Dude, I was so angry because they lost me some juice. You know, I was a little bit upset because, dude, you want to wear this. The wearability is huge. I could wear this thing in spring, summer, like warm weather, the office, travel, daytime. You could even pull this off in the winter, okay? You know, this is anywhere that you want to smell fresh and you want to smell very expensive. So this mass appeal is gonna be in the 90 plus. Most people who like clean citrus, gingers, musks done to perfection, smooth woods are gonna understand this immediately. The only people I could see not loving this is people who dislike grapefruit gingers. I mean, honestly, if you don't like that musky DNA, you're really not gonna like this. Dude, at the end of the day, when we talk about Vibrato, I would say this is one of the most fresh niche fragrances that actually feels worth the value conversation, which is crazy at $250. It smells incredible. It performs just as well. It's unreasonably easy to wear, and it has that expensive clean aura people notice. The only thing keeping it from being like an almost untouchable fragrance is the price, okay? Still luxury niche, so value is gonna be judged differently, right? But scent wise and wear wise, this is one of the best fragrances I've ever smelled in my life. This is a like beautiful, like top 5 best fresh fragrances I've ever worn, and that's a pretty insane statement. I understand why people are looking for the dupes of this DNA, and now that I have it, we can really dig into it. So I'm gonna wear the other dupes for a little bit and see where we're at and see if it gives the same vibe. A lot of them get there, but you know, we'll find out later, okay? Guys, that is Vibrato. Shocking. Sospiro has done a great job with this fragrance, but that's all I got, guys. I'll see you tomorrow with a fragrance. Peace.